All right, check me out. Check me out. Listen, Cleveland Brown fans, hear me out. I'm going to tell y'all this right now. I've had people tell me a lot of things when it comes to how well the Browns are going to do, right? I mean, shoot. Some people believe in numbers. Some people believe in the game is scripted and all that. I got people telling me all kinds of things left and right. Every time I tell them I'm putting money on the Browns to win the Super Bowl. I'm not joking. I got money on them. All right, let me tell you something. It can't happen because Deshaun Watson and Kevin Stefanski are the perfect quarterback head coach combo. And the reason why I say that is because these two grown-ass men are willing and capable of making sacrifices for the sake of the game that they love. Deshaun Watson, way back when the cases were dropping, had a chance to countersue, but had chosen to accept a plea deal so he can get back on the field as soon as possible. Let me remind you on that. He wasn't forced to settle. He chose to, because for the sake of sacrificing his image, you know what I mean? His integrity, I guess, to the public, he was willing to go that far to just get on the field and play the game that he loves. Kevin Stefanski has thrown everything. I mean, look. Some people make great arguments. Some people will tell you that, hey, this guy's been calling the plays the whole time. He had Alex Van Pelt, my apologies, last year. They got him fired. Now they got Ken Dorsey in, but he's still calling the plays. I'm going to say this right now. Kevin Stefanski has gone through a lot of changes, and I think he's learned to accept that he has to make sacrifices to make an offense work for Deshaun. I don't doubt that Deshaun feels more comfortable in shotgun than he does in play action. You know what I mean? That's what he did in Houston. But the system that he ran in Houston was more of a read and react. It's not what this crap that Ken Dorsey is putting out. The same crap that got Josh Allen playing like shit last year until Buffalo decided to can Dorsey's ass, and Josh Allen all of a sudden looked like Josh Allen again. So we need Houston Watson back. Crap, that shit needs to go. Let me tell you something. Not because that Houston Watson will never come back. You don't need Houston Watson. You need Cleveland Watson. And don't talk about what you're seeing right now on the field. I'm talking about Deshaun Watson at his best. You want him to come out there and put everything on the field. Let me tell you something. If y'all want to compare Cleveland Watson and Houston Watson, I'm going to tell you this. Pick the best game that he's had. I'll tell you right now. Anything in Houston that he's done won't top what he did in Cleveland. You name me an NFL quarterback that has played and finished the game, let alone win one, with a broken throwing shoulder. Hell, you had Baker, who had an injured left shoulder, and he was shit. He couldn't do jiggly poo, whatever you want to call it. The last season he played with the Browns, I remember that Christmas game against the Packers. He was awful. I mean, y'all want to complain about Watson overselling guys and everything. That's what Baker was doing in that game. At Lambeau Field, whatever. I don't even give a fuck if I pronounce it right or wrong. All right? Lambeau, whatever. At Green Bay, okay? So, I can't help it, man. I got that Eastern African accent. It is what it is. So, what I'm trying to tell y'all is that at the end of the day, Deshaun Watson went out there at Baltimore against a very good defense in a Baltimore crowd that is one of the toughest venues for any NFL team to play in. With a broken You know what I mean? Throwing shoulder. Like, I got one of the motherfuckers right here. Like, imagine a PS5 controller. I'm pretty sure anyone has one of these or any, controller and a thumbstick where it's just broken and loose and it's just hanging out like that. That's essentially what his shoulder was. And he was able to just torque it with just his waist power, you know what I mean? And his leg power alone just to get those balls to throw darts that he did in the fourth quarter. Like, bruh. The point I'm trying to make is that he put his body on the line. I've never seen an NFL quarterback do that. Mahomes, man. If he breaks his throwing shoulder, you think he's going to play a game? Nah. They're going to say it's the end of the season. Sit back on the bench, Chief. You're done. Dunzo. Deshaun said, F that. I'm coming back on the field. I'm finishing this game. And what'd he do? He led the game-winning drive where, you know what I mean? Right, straight up the uprights. They won 33-31, right? On the leg of their kicker, whose name is escaping me, but that's not the point. The point is that these two men have sacrificed and gave a lot to make this work. I believe that these two men who have their hearts into this game need to sit down, have a talk with each other, and make things work. To me, that's probably the most crucial thing, because I can't help it, man. I can't help but I just see the way their body language is with one another. These two are in it. They're committed. They're like into the game, in the trenches, like they're going to war. So when you have two like-minded people like that, I'm going to bring up Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. Yes, go ahead and laugh. I don't give a damn. You got to allow them to play at their best and work together through the highs and lows, no matter what. And I think knowing that if they have a sit down and they really figure out that they got to have a compromise, that's going to be the first thing that comes down on the table. They got to find a way to meet 50-50. All right, Deshaun, if you wanted to play shotgun, guess what? Now you got to compromise. You got to give everything to this game. No doubt you have. But now you got to take it a step further. No more playing it comfortable now. You got to go ahead and do whatever you can. You say you don't want to be a running back, right? You want to play a quarterback? Well, guess what? A quarterback plays right under the center's ass. You understand me? It's not just shotgun formation. You also got to do playing under the center. You know what I mean? Play action. Or even like the goal line situations, however you want to do it. I mean, shit, the first drive, I think they were lining up like that. The play action, I mean, he had like where he faked the handoff to the running back, turn around, dinked to David Njoku, and Njoku ran for fucking 15 yards, man. Like, whoa. And you're gonna tell me play action is not suitable for Watson? Like, come on. No. Look, at the end of the day, Watson and Stefanski just got to find compromise. And from there, find a way to make this work. Watson's getting too uncomfortable in the pocket. You know what I mean? The man's smart. The man is smart as hell. The man walked off the field when they had 12 men on the field and avoided, blowing another second timeout. That's smart. They could have easily called a second timeout. And Watson was like, nah, this play's botched. Let's take the delay of a game. Let's kick the field goal. Great recognition by Watson, and also communicating that with Stefanski. The way they talk to each other, it's like the way you see Tom Brady and Bill Belichick talk to each other. The chemistry is there. That's why it's crucial that y'all don't give up on either one of them. There's Watson haters, and there's people that's saying, oh, Stefanski's got to go or whatever. You know what I mean? I can see both sides. I can understand why you guys feel the way you do, but at the end of the day, y'all just barking, and you got to stop the barks. All right? Let these two grown men figure it out. When they figure it out, everything gonna make sense. You understand? So, at the end of the day, yeah, probably said that 5 times. But, yeah, I think they'll figure it out. So, I'm not even gonna sweat it. 1-4. Let me tell you something. Sometimes you gotta struggle in the dark just to find a light bulb and brighten up the place again. You feel me? And right now, They struggling in the dark, so they gotta find that light bulb. And I have no doubt that these two men, when they sit down, have a heart, man-to-man convo. And I know it's gonna happen. Hell, it's probably happening right now, before this next game against the Eagles. I promise you this: when they have that convo, and they both are committed to working this out, the NFL won't know what's gonna hit them. Hell, Cleveland fans don't even know what's gonna hit them. Y'all always on that bullshit. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. 1-4, season's done. Let me tell you something. What y'all gonna say when they go on a 12-game win streak and end the season 13-4? Y'all gonna be like, oh, that 1-4 feels like a nightmare that just went away, right? Sometimes you just gotta have a different perspective of things. You can't just always be cynical. Yeah, you can look at reality and be like, well, that's bad, but also realize that, well, things could also turn around any given Sunday. So I always advise, and don't be too cynical when things are bad. The best thing to do is always take a step back, take your deep breaths, and just observe what the situation is and figure it out. That's what you need to do sometimes. You got to look at the bigger picture and can't just micro focus on something and just say, oh, that's what the issue is. Like, no. Like how people want to micro focus on Deshaun Watson, or some people are just micro focus on Kevin Stefanski. The way I see it is, and I think I saw this on this one local show that I usually watch on YouTube, how they were arguing, oh, Kevin Stefanski might find a job the next day, or Deshaun Watson won't get picked up. But let me tell you something. If both Deshaun Watson and Kevin Stefanski were to walk away from Cleveland right now and were free agents, both of them would get picked up. And the chances are they might get picked up somewhere else together. The irony of that, right, Cleveland? The irony of that. But anyways, I'm not here to make fun of Cleveland, man. I'm not. To be honest with y'all, y'all deserve to see a championship, but y'all got to calm the fuck down. Y'all been through 30 years of irrelevance, straight up to the point of the top of where ownership was at, until the Haslam's came in and they fixed everything. I mean, you gotta look at it that perspective, man. Y'all fixed. Hold on, let me put this phone down real quick, because I'm spitting facts. All right. The Haslam's came in and gave this organization stability, right? So, why all of a sudden, after 3 years, right, y'all want to throw tantrums and call the season's over and call it a factory of sadness? Why? Yeah. Oh, because we gotta win. We gotta win. We're supposed to win. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Y'all don't know how to win. Because real winners, they don't throw fits. They don't throw tantrums. They don't say everybody sucks. They don't say this person sucks. This person sucks. This is the culprit. No, you don't do finger pointing. Real winners, they evaluate, they step back, they look at things, and they move forward in a somewhat different direction while still staying true to their cause. You do not blow the whole damn thing up. This is not a misfits, team that you got on the field. They're disorganized, yes. They're out of shape. But in no way are they misfits of a toxic environment. The fan base is one thing. Y'all toxic as hell to each other. It's ridiculous. But the team itself, oh man. Them dogs, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Even when they don't know, they know how to carry themselves. And that's the difference. Y'all understand? Between being a real winner and just plain out being a loser. Because losers, all they do is cry and complain. They don't give themselves a chance. Just like how some of y'all not giving Watson a chance. You guys are losers. Straight up. Losers. Saying you want Houston Deshaun. You guys are losers because you're not expecting him to be better than Houston Deshaun. Because, let me tell you something. Houston, Deshaun, at one point, blew a 24-0 lead to Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs in a divisional playoff game. You tell me, that's what y'all want? Y'all want Deshaun to regress back to that? Or do you want him to be better? Because he was definitely not winning much. Albeit, again, it's kind of like a broken record for him because Houston was screwing him over with a lack of offensive line talent. Bill O'Brien really fucked him over, man. I mean, holy shit. At least this franchise is trying to help Deshaun. At least. But he still finds himself in a similar situation. Porous offensive line, bad protection. You know, oh, he got 2-3 clean pockets. To what? 20, 30 like plays of no pocket awareness at all from the offensive line, not being able to counter swing moves and everything. Come on. Like, you're gonna nitpick 2 or 3 plays where, oh, he had a clean pocket and he didn't throw straight. That's gonna be your fucking defense. And you can go and see 20, 30 plays and it's just nobody knows how to fucking block. And you wonder why Deshaun is like having an issue trusting the blocking schemes. You guys are fucking amateurs. I hate to say it. I'm not even doing this for a living. Thank God I didn't, because I promise you this, I wouldn't sound like y'all do. 100%. Goofy as hell. Goofy. Like, how do y'all really see yourselves that way, man? You know, not everyone thinks like that. I'm not coming at everybody from Cleveland, but some of y'all, you know who you are, because this definitely rubbed you the wrong way. Either that or you taking shots at a dude that you think doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Well, I got to tell you something, man. I do. I know what I'm talking about. I may not use the best form of dictions to express it, you know. I ain't got the best choice of words, not necessarily because I'm not capable of it, just because I don't give a damn. I'm gonna just be me right now. No need to be Mr. Professional suit and tie, motherfucker. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Let me tell you something. Y'all just need to learn to be fans. Stop acting like you the head coach. Stop acting like you the GM. Stop acting like you know what the fuck's going on, like you the owners. No. Fans need to be fans. Simple as that. Yeah, it was a bad performance. Hope for a better one. Hope for the coaches to do what they got to do and adjust. If you know anything about the character of Deshaun Watson and Kevin Stefanski and just how I expressed to you how much they love this fucking game and how they're going to give up everything to do what they got to do to play this game, to win, these two will figure it out. This is a moment where you find out what they're made of. This right here. I don't care what the fans are saying. 1-4. Let me tell you something. Go into Philly and whip the shit out of those dirty birds. Atlanta, no disrespect. Y'all got that swag. But Philadelphia Eagles, fuck them birdies. All right, that's all I'm going to say. Fuck them. That's why they got vomit green throwbacks. Hey man, let me take the path of being the bigger giant here. All right, what I'm trying to tell y'all is just enjoy the season. All right, take it 1 week at a time. Don't sit on the lows, and I mean don't just sit on the lows. You got to take both the good and the bad. If you don't do that, you're not going to see things rationally. You're not going to have a good head on your shoulders. You have to think rationally. If you don't and you lose yourself in the chaos of bullshittery, guess what? You're going to be nothing but full of shit. I don't know if that's what y'all want for yourselves, but hey, as for me, I definitely wouldn't. I know when to step back and relax and let things play out. So, that being said, Cleveland's still winning the fucking Super Bowl. And when they do, y'all can kiss my ass. Because I told you that they was going to do it way back. way motherfucking back. Just like that. Anyways, it's Drew Blue signing out. I don't give a fuck if you guys don't want to watch a 20-minute video. Not my problem. That's your prerogative. And possibly a short attention span. That came out wrong. But anyways, a short attention span. That's what I was going to say. A short attention span. How can I help it, man? Sometimes I got to spit words like a fucking AK-47. You know what I mean? Just... because if I don't spit them out, the words won't manifest in reality, and I'll just stay in my head and I'll just forget about them. So yeah, that's what I think is going to be the turning point for this team in this season. That game at Philadelphia, I just had a feeling that game at Philadelphia is going to show you whether or not this team is capable of bouncing back. That's what you really want. You don't want a team that's just good because they're just riding a wave like Minnesota. We hyping up the Vikings because they're 4-0. The yikes. Just wait till they crash and they'll be like, yikes. Yeah, it's going to happen, bro. The Minnesota yikes are going to fucking end the season. Probably, if they're lucky, they might get a wild card spot. They might. But this shit going to blow in the face. And everyone's going to talk about, well, we thought they were real. Not to knock Sam Darnold. I'm just happy to see him coming back and actually playing it. Because I don't like seeing NFL careers just go down a ways like that. So to see it come back, it's miraculous. I love it. You know what I mean? But Minnesota, yikes. All right, to me, they are the, like how everyone says, unfortunate things happen to the Browns. They are the NFC equivalent of that. The Lions isn't one thing. They just got their stuff together. Watch, they're going to bring it back together. I mean, I still hate that he didn't went for it on fourth down, Dan Campbell. You went on fourth and down like 3 times in the second half. But the one time before the half when you settled for the field goal, why did you not go for it there? That was the best time to go to fourth down. If you would have, I think this game would have been out of reach. The Niners would have never came back. But you fucked up the momentum by going against your words that one fucking time. Nobody's talking about that, by the way. What the fuck? Everyone wants to focus on when he went. How about the time when he didn't and settled for a field goal? When he should have went. Yeah, y'all don't think about that. Dan Campbell went against his own word one time, and that's what screwed him. But anyways, y'all enjoy the rest of your evening. This is Drew Blue signing out. Stay safe and stay blessed, y'all. Deuces.